Hello everybody, I hope you are all well and preparing for the new academic year. Welcome to this video that is going to talk you through how you can update your users in EducationCity so that you are prepared for the new academic year. So that's all done for you, you've not got to worry about anything else throughout that. My name's Haylie. I'm going to be taking you through this today. Now, just before we get started, I do need to let you know the account I'm using is a made-up English school. So I will point out if there's any differences for our Scottish, Northern Irish or Welsh users today. Also, it is a made-up school, so do not worry about any names that you're going to see. They are all made up, so don't worry. Final thing, if you're watching this and you've got any questions for me, hold on to them because at the very end, I will give you my email address and you can send those over. I think that's just about everything. So let's head over to EducationCity and we can get started. And here we are on the home screen. Now then, obviously, we've got our new home screen here. You can use the old one still, or you can use the new one as I'm going to do. And we're going to look at the Manage Users area. Here we are. Now, this will take us into our students, teachers, and administrator accounts. You can see here I've got all my students set up. I've got all of the classes set up here as well. First thing we're going to do in order to update our users is we need to get rid of the year sixes because then that will leave us the space to put in our new EYFS or foundation stage students. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to search in 6 for our year sixes. So the class you can see just here is 6JC. So if I do that just there, you can see it brings up all of my 6JC students. We can see that those are all the students. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to click in the box just here, and that will highlight all of the boxes next to those students, actions and delete. And that will delete those students from the accounts. So it just gives you a bit summary just there. Happy with that, we click on OK, and there we go, that is done. If I just delete that bit now, we'll have all of our students left. What we now have to do is export the students that we have here and update those into their new classes. So I'm going to make sure I'm in class order here because it just makes life a little bit easier for us. There we go. So I'm going to go from year 1 upwards. And again, I'm going to click in the box here to highlight all of the students. And then in the actions column on the right-hand side, we are going to export that to a CSV. And you'll notice now I've got a little pop-up here saying, do I want to open my student list? Yes, I do, because I need to edit those students and put them into their new classes. So here we go, let's open that file. And here we are. Now you can see we've got all of the students in there. We've got their passwords, their usernames, so on and so forth. I'm not going to touch anything other than the class names just here. You can see all of them just there. So what I'm going to do is with this first one, I'm going to put them into 2TS. And we're going to put those all the way down to the rest of year 1. And we're going to fill down just there. And then in our first year 2 students, you can see if I scroll down here, they are going to be into 3JB. So again, we can do that. And it's literally just a case of going through all of your students, making sure they are in the right year groups. And obviously, if you've got split classes, some children might need to change classes. They might need to, as well as their years. But just go through, make sure all of those students are updated into their correct classes. So here we go, 4. There we go, it's recognised it already, that's handy. Just going through all of those students, making sure that we have updated them. Now, if you have Wand, this will obviously get done for you. So there's nothing that you need to do. It will all be done in advance for you. So not going to do any of this. If you want to know more, you can get in touch with us. We'll be happy to talk you through how Wand works. And there we go. And then we've got our new year sixes, our old year fives just here as well. There we go. And obviously our EYFS students are going to become our year ones. So we can just pop them in year one for the moment. If it's quite handy because you can update these as well. So if you're not entirely sure of the classes, you can just call them year one, year two, year three for the time being. Just change those names, and then you can just go and change the names at a later date if you need to. There we go. So that is all done. All happy with those, children in the right classes. And now we're going to have to put it back into EducationCity. So I'm going to make sure I highlight all of this data, scrolling right down to get all of those new year one students there. And then I'm going to copy. You can see you've got that dotted line around it now. And if I head back into EducationCity, because now what I'm going to click into is upload and edit. Before I do that though, what I need to do is unclick that. And we're going to upload and edit, and we're going to paste that copy in here. There they are, all those students that I've just updated. If I click into next, you can see now it's put it in that format that EducationCity has. So it's putting the children with their IDs, their first name, their surnames, and you can have a bit of a scroll through, making sure that those students are in the correct classes there. You can see. If you're happy with that, we're going to move on to the next one. Nice thing is I haven't changed their usernames and passwords, which means that they can carry those forward to the next academic year. And you can see just up here as well, no new students have been added, but 122 of those students will be updated. So that is doing that for you, which is excellent. There we go. Happy with that. We're going to click next. It's going to ask you if you want to put the date of birth, the academic level in. You don't have to do that information. You can do for the date of birth if you want to do comparisons, the youngest in the year to the oldest in the year group, for example, but it isn't necessary. So save that information, and now gives us that summary. No new students added, 122 students updated, and we can use the actions drop down to print the parents' letters. Click on OK, and that is done. That all of those children are now in their new year groups. However, we don't have our EYFS students. We've got a year one up to year six, but we don't have those. So what we can now do is find the export for our new EYFS students just here. I've just cheated a little bit and got the old year six students. There we go. But you'll have those, and you can export those from your school management system. Just make sure that they're following the same format as the EducationCity format. And if you're wondering what that is, what you can do in the upload and edit section is download a sample spreadsheet, and that will give you the format that the children need to appear in. So I'm going to head back to my new EYFS students. Here they are. Highlight all of those, exactly the same process as I did last time. Copy again into EducationCity, and we are going to paste those in. Same format, we're just going to work our way along. And obviously at this point, they may not have their usernames and passwords, and that might be done automatically for you. And we've got our little summary. 19 new students have been added to that list. And we click through next. Here's the passwords that they've been given just there. Save that information. And there we go. That is it. That is everything you have to do. You can follow this through this video. You can pause it, you can rewind, you can fast forward to go through the point that you need to. But you'll find that all of your students are now uploaded onto your EducationCity page. You can see if I scroll down through here, we've got all of those students there. I really do hope that has been useful to you. But if you've got any questions for us, you can get in touch. We've got our email address just there, and obviously EducationCity website. If you want to have an explore, you want to know more, let us know. We really do love to hear from you. I hope that's helped, but if there's anything else, please do get in touch. Until next time, stay safe and take care. Bye-bye.